Good afternoon. If you raise your right hand, please, Madam Clerk, will you swear the witness?
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Thank you.
Please be seated and direct your voice to that microphone you see there in front of you. Speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you. And also, there's a court reporter in the back of the courthouse taking everything down, so it's important they're able to get it all down, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And if any of the lawyers object, stop speaking until I give you an instruction on how to proceed. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You may inquire.
Thank you. Can you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, it's Samantha McClellan. That's Samantha, and that's McClellan.
What city do you live in?
I currently reside in Santa Rosa Beach,
What's your I'm sorry.
Florida. Sorry.
What's your occupation?
I'm the general manager of the Red Door Saloon in Destin.
What is the Red Door Saloon?
We're a bar with a kitchen, so bar restaurant style.
What's the address there?
It is 240 Harbor Boulevard, and that's Destin, Florida, 32541.
What are some of your general duties as the general manager of Red Door Saloon?
Overseeing staff, team lead. I do all the ordering, scheduling, handling cases like this, alcohol compliance services, things like that.
Okay. Were you the general manager at Red Door Saloon on August 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Do some of your duties as a general manager include record keeping?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What practice do you use when you are keeping records for your business?
If it's a receipt, it will be through our Aloha system, which is a company that we use, a POS system that we use. So if I need anything that is not within the year, I can contact them to provide past.
Okay. Were you approached by law enforcement after August 22nd of 2023 at any point?
Yes.
Okay. Were you or anyone that works for you asked if there was a receipt available for the evening of August 22nd of 2023 that would be relevant for this case?
Yes.
And was a receipt able to be located?
Yes.
Was that receipt provided to law enforcement?
It was, yes.
The receipt that was provided to law enforcement, was that receipt kept in the normal course of your business activity?
Yes, it's reachable through the back of the house computer to go back to that date and pull it up.
Okay. May I approach the witness?
Granted.
Ms. McClellan, I'm now showing you what's been marked as States 10. If you could please just examine that document. Do you recognize that document?
Yes,
How do you recognize it?
I pulled it.
Okay. And is that the receipt that you pulled and gave to law enforcement during their investigation for this case?
Yes,
When you pulled that receipt, was it kept in the normal course of your business activities?
yes.
And the receipt that you are seeing here, has that been edited or altered in any way?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, the state would offer an evidence, States Exhibit 10.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted.
Your Honor, permission to publish from the projector, please.
Granted.
Ms. McClellan, are you able to see this? The
Yes.
writing, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And at the top of the receipt here, the Red Door Saloon, does that indicate the address and the phone number of your business establishment?
The phone number is not correct.
Okay, was it correct at the time?
No, because that would have been printed at, I just realized that that's not the correct number.
Okay.
Wow.
Is the address correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So let's talk about the first line that we see here, server term. What does that mean?
That is the computer that was used, which is the computer closest to where they were sitting.
Okay. And the date that this receipt was generated, what is that date?
The day that it occurred.
Is that August 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to the next line here, we say GARRYN, and we see a asterisk taps 1. What does that mean?
That's just the name that she put the tab under.
And when you say she, who are you referring to?
The bartender, Madeline.
And the time that's depicted here, what time does that say?
That is 5:32 p.m., and that would have been the time they closed out the tab.
And by closed out the tab, tell us what you mean.
Physically, the tab is no longer there. That means they paid it, or it does not go away until they pay the tab.
And number of guests, we see the number 1.
That generates on its own. That's an automatic.
And this is one receipt. Were you able to locate any other receipts in relation to this case?
I did not pull them, but I do have records of signed copies and things like that, but they paid cash, so I wouldn't have a signed copy.
Okay. But there's only one receipt that was generated for this tab?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we see, what does reprint number 1 mean?
This was only printed once.
And the area, what does that locate? What does that mean?
That's just outside front bar, outside the front monitor closest to where they were sitting.
Let's talk about what's listed. The first line item, it says PBR tall. What does that mean?
PBR comes in a tall boy can, so it's a 16-ounce can.
What is a PBR?
It's a beer.
What's the number 2 mean beside?
That's the cost of it during happy hour.
$2?
Yes, ma'am.
We see next Jameson's, parentheses 5 at 7.00, close parentheses. What does that mean?
That means they had 5 shots at the cost of $7.
5 shots of what?
Jameson.
What is Jameson?
It is an Irish whiskey.
And the total on that was $35?
Yes, ma'am.
Going back to the PBR, what ounce cup is your PBR served in, or do they come in a can?
It comes in a tall boy can, which is 16 ounces.
And your Jamesons, the drinks that were ordered of the Jamesons, what amount or what ounce pour are the Jamesons?
Our standard pour is 1.5 ounces.
Okay, going on the next line item, craft draft. What does that mean?
So I believe that he had a craft draft, which is, we just label anything that's more expensive than a Mick Ultra, Bud Light, Miller Lite. So anything craft would be like a 30A blonde, or I guess you could call it import versus exported style, more expensive beer, I guess you'd say.
Okay. What size cup does the craft draft come in?
A 12-ounce cup.
Does the receipt indicate the method of payment that was tendered when this receipt was closed out? Or when this tab was closed out?
That's actually a 16-ounce cup, the craft draft, yes, ma'am.
16.
16
Okay.
ounces, yes, ma'am.
And what
Sorry.
type of payment was tendered in this transaction?
Cash.
I don't have any further questions for this witness, Your Honor. May I approach the clerk to return the exhibit?
Granted. Mr. Koch.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Miss McLennan. All right.
Almost right.
McLennan.
McClellan, yeah.
McClellan, I'm
Same,
sorry.
same, yeah, it's okay.
A lot of L's and C's.
Lots of them.
Okay, August 22nd, 2023. Were you working in the bar that day?
I was not there that day. I was actually in the Dominican Republic for my best friend's wedding.
Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
sorry. Different thing. I'm thinking of something else. But no, I was not there that day.
Okay. Not there that day. So you weren't there that day, but we saw the receipt, the PBR, craft beer, 5 shots. Going off that receipt, do you know how many people were consuming those beverages?
There were 2 people on that tab.
Now, there's 2 people on that tab to pay for it. Are we certain today that those beverages weren't given to anyone else?
Yes.
We're certain that they were not given to anyone else? Oh, let me rephrase that. The beverages that were bought, 2 people were on the tab. Do we know that for certain those were the only 2 people drinking from that tab?
I mean, yes.
How could you be certain that only 2 people consumed the PBR, or the craft beer, and the 5 shots?
When I reviewed the video footage for law enforcement to pull the tab and everything, I did watch the video footage,
Okay,
and I did see them consume.
okay.
No.
So the 2 people that you watched, who consumed the PBR tall boy?
The skinnier guy. And I just went off body types. I didn't know who was who,
Okay.
so I apologize for that.
No. So the PBR I put down for the skinny guy. How about the craft beverage?
The larger one,
Larger, okay. And then 5 shots of Jameson.
correct. Split between 2 of them.
Okay. So there are 5 total, so 2.5 each just to make it fair.
I could not say who consumed what exactly. I just know that that tab was between those 2 gentlemen.
Certainly. Your Honor, no further questions.
All right, redirect.
No, Your Honor, no questions.
Is the witness released?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. McCollum, thank you very much. Good
Thank you
day.
so much.
Just for the record, can I get an accurate, how your last name is spelled?
MCCLELLAN.
Thank you very much.
you.
Your next witness, please.
And Grady.
Good afternoon. If you'd raise your right hand, please. Madam Clerk, will you swear the witness?
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Please be seated and direct your voice to the words of the microphone you see in front of you there.
Yes, sir.
And speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you. Also, there's a court reporter in the back of the courthouse taking this all down, so it's important they're able to hear and understand you, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if any of these lawyers object, stop speaking until I tell you to end it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You may inquire, Ms. Glisson.
Could you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Ann Grady, A-N-N-E, Grady, G-R-A-D-Y.
What city do you live in?
I live in Shalimar,
Where do you work?
the Whiskey Barn.
What is the Whiskey Barn?
It is a neighborhood bar and package store.
Is it close to the Boathouse Oyster Bar?
I don't think so.
What's the address of the Whiskey Barn?
Oh, that would be 315 Miracle Strip Park.
Is that in Fort Walton Beach?
Yes,
And is that located in Okaloosa County, Florida?
yes.
How long have you been employed at the Whiskey Barn?
Going on 7 years.
What's your position there?
I'm bartender.
Were you working there as a bartender on August 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
What shift did you work that date?
Day shift.
What hours is that?
11 to 7.
What are your typical job duties when you're on shift as a bartender there?
Serve customers, clean the bar, take out garbage. Just your normal bartending duties.
Okay. Are there surveillance cameras on the premises of Whiskey Barn?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there video cameras pointing towards the bar where you bartend?
Yes, ma'am.
And were those cameras there on August 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there also cameras showing the front of the parking lot of Whiskey Barn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know someone by the name of Benjamin Racer?
I met him that evening.
Do you know someone by the name of Garrett LeBlanc?
I met him that evening.
Did you see Benjamin Racer at the Whiskey Barn on August 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about Garrett LeBlanc?
Yes, ma'am.
Were they together?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall about what time they arrived to the Whiskey Barn?
It was just probably about 10 minutes before 7, the end of my shift.
And when you say 7, is that 7 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Benjamin Racer order any alcoholic beverages from you while you were bartending that day?
Yes, ma'am.
What did he order?
2 beers and 2 shots. One for him, one for his friend.
Okay. Do you recall what type of beer?
Not just off my head, I don't.
Okay. Do you remember what type of shot?
I know it was a liquor shot. It wasn't a shaker shot.
What does that mean?
That means it was just straight liquor. There was no juice or anything added to it.
Okay. Do you recall what type of alcohol was poured into that shot?
It was either Crown or Jameson.
And what is Crown?
Crown Royal.
What is Crown Royal?
Oh, it's a whiskey.
What is Jameson?
Jameson is an Irish whiskey.
And you said Mr. Racer ordered 1 shot for himself and 1 shot for his friend,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 beer for himself and 1 beer for his friend?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you the one that served those drinks?
I did.
In the liquor drinks, and just to be clear, you said Crown or whiskey.
Mhm.
Are those considered to be liquors?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the liquor drinks, do you recall approximately how many ounces of liquors were poured in those 2 shots?
Around 2.
2 ounces?
Mhm.
And your beers, were they, the beers that you served, were they in the bottle or a can or a cup?
Bottle,
Do you know about how many ounces are in those bottles of beer?
12 ounces.
The 1 beer and 1 shot that Mr. Racer had for himself, did you serve those, the shot and the beer to Mr. Racer simultaneously, meaning at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
After you served Mr. Racer and Mr. LeBlanc's drinks, what did you do next behind the bar?
I got my register together, counted out my money, and then I was off.
Is one of your job duties at the end of your shift to close out your register, count your money, and kind of close everything down and pass it off to the next bartender?
Yes.
Before you closed out your register, did you close out Mr. Racer and Mr. LeBlanc's tabs?
Yes, ma'am, but I believe he paid by cash.
Who paid?
Mr. Razor.
Okay. So Mr. Racer paid for both rounds for him and his friend?
Yes.
And did he pay by cash or credit card?
Pretty sure it was cash.
After you closed out their tabs, did another bartender come and relieve you from your shift?
Yes, ma'am.
What was his name?
John
What's his last name?
Welcher?
Okay. Now, on August 22nd of 2023, if you closed out at 7 and Mr. Welchel came and relieved you, what time would the Whiskey Barn close on a typical Tuesday?
Back then, I think the closing time was 3 a.m.
So Mr. Welchel's shift would have been from 7 to 3 a.m.?
Mhm.
Once you clocked out and you closed out your register and you're off the clock, what did you do?
I had a seat at the end of the bar and had a drink.
Okay. While you were sitting at the end of the bar, having a drink, enjoying being off work, did you have an opportunity to interact or observe Mr. Benjamin Racer?
I did.
When you were sitting at the bar, where was Mr. Racer whenever you interacted with him or saw him?
He was sitting about 3-4 bar seats away from me.
How long did you sit at the bar after you clocked out?
Not long.
And whenever you clocked out and you're drinking your drink at the bar, was Mr. Racer still drinking the drinks that you had originally served him?
Yes, ma'am.
While you were sitting at the bar and when he was ordering drinks from you, did you have the opportunity to hear him speak or observe his behavior?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell us what, if anything, you observed his behavior to be like.
While I was serving him,
Yes, ma'am.
him and his friend both came in. They came up to the bar. They didn't seem to be intoxicated or anything. No slur of speech or when I served them.
And what about when you were sitting at the bar as the night went on? What did you observe Mr. Racer's demeanor and his behavior to be like the later the night went on?
Loud and obnoxious.
And did you eventually leave the whiskey barn?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you leave?
I can only put up with loud and obnoxious for so long. And then I have the option to leave then. When I'm behind the bar, I don't have the option to leave.
Okay. Was it Mr. Racer's behavior that encouraged you to leave? And when you left the bar, was Mr. Racer still drinking the same drinks that you had served him?
I'm not sure of that.
Okay. May I approach the clerk, Your Honor?
Yes.
Ms. Grady, I'm now going to show you certain portions of videos that are already in evidence as State's Exhibit 8. And Your Honor, if I may have permission to publish State's Exhibit 8, I'm just going to publish certain portions, and I will indicate the timeframes that are being published.
Granted.
Thank you. And for the record, I'm going to publish what's labeled as Channel 18 Main, and the last 5 digits of the file name are 83454, and I'm going to play this entire video, which is from timestamp 6:34:53 to 6:34:59, using the embedded timestamp within the camera. And Ms. Grady, do you recognize what this camera angle shows?
Yes, this is the back door of the whiskey barn. The entrance into the lounge.
I'm now going to publish a portion of the video that is labeled to be Channel 21 Main, with the last 5 digits ending in 90001. And for the record, the portion of the video that I'm going to publish is from timestamp 6:35:40 to 6:41:15. And before I push play, Miss Grady, do you recognize what is depicted in this camera view?
Yes, ma'am, that's the view from the camera by the front door that goes straight down the bar.
Okay. And this lady behind the bar here, wearing it looks like some type of a striped shirt, hair in a ponytail, do you recognize this person?
That would be me.
All right. And at 6:35:43, Miss Grady, do you see the person with a hair bun and a white-colored paisley shirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recognize that person?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you recognize that to be?
As Benjamin Razor.
And stopping the video at 6:35:46, the person in the blue shirt, who do you recognize that person to be?
That was the friend that came in with him, Garrett.
And what are you doing right here, Miss Grady?
Finding out what they're having, asking them what they would like, telling them probably that we're doing shift change.
Right here, you're pouring something at 6:36:40.
The
What are you pouring?
location of that on the bar, that would be a bottle of Jameson.
We see you reaching into, it looks like a cooler. What are you reaching for?
In that cooler, we keep a bottle of beer, more like the imports.
And are those the two beers that you served?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are you doing right here at 6:39:41?
I'm bringing in the drinks that I just put on the bar. And it looks like you paid by by credit card.
Miss Grady, the man, the gentleman who just walked back behind the bar, do you recognize that person?
Yes, ma'am, that's my relief, John.
Are you seeing what Mr. Garrett and Mr. LeBlanc are doing?
I'm sorry?
Did you see what Mr. Garrett and LeBlanc were doing just then? Did you see them
No,
drinking?
ma'am, I wasn't paying them attention.
And for the record, I'm going to play the same video file, but from portion 65900 to 65928. Now, at this time, where is Mr. LeBlanc? Do you see him?
No, ma'am. I know he went over to the pool tables at some point.
Okay. And what's Mr. Racer doing right now?
Chugging a shot?
Would that be the shot of Jameson you gave him?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I have no other questions for this witness. If I may hold on to Exhibit 8 for the next witness.
Granted.
Thank you.
Your Honor, no questions for this witness. And no objection to being released.
State agree, we release the witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Good day. Your next witness.
John Welchel?
Say again the last name?
Welchel?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Would you raise your right hand, please? Madam Clerk, will you swear the witness?
You swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Please be seated. See the microphone there? If you direct your voice there, speak clearly and distinctly for us. It's important we can all hear and understand you. And also, there's a court reporter in the back of the courthouse taking this all down, so it's important they're able to make a good record, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And if any of the lawyers object, stop speaking until I give you an instruction on how to proceed. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Glisson, you may inquire.
Can you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
John, John, Welchel, Whelchel.
What city do you live in?
Mary Esther.
Where do you currently work?
I'm retired now.
Congratulations. Prior to your retirement, where did you work?
Whiskey Barn for about 7 years.
Okay. How long, so you worked at Whiskey Barn for 7 years. Do you know approximately what years that was?
Do some math here. Like 2017, 2016, until May of 2024.
Okay. Were you employed at Whiskey Barn on August 22nd of 2023 then?
Yes, I was.
What was your position at that time?
Bartender.
Do you recall on that date what hours you worked?
7 to close, 7 p.m. till close.
What time is closed on a Tuesday?
Fluctuates, usually about 3:30 a.m.
Okay. Now, on August 22nd of 2023, did you meet someone by the name of Benjamin Racer?
I met him from a bartender to customer perspective.
And what about Garrett LeBlanc?
Same thing.
Did you serve Mr. Benjamin Racer at any time on that date?
Yes.
Okay. And the person that you're identifying to be Benjamin Racer, do you see that person here in the courtroom?
Yes.
Could you please point to and identify an article of clothing he's wearing?
Wearing the green shirt and the T-shirt.
And may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant. Now, Mr. LeBlanc and Mr. Racer, did they appear to be together that night?
Yes.
Do you recall approximately what time you reported for your shift that evening?
My shift was at 7, but I always came in early, so I got there about 6:35, because my duties are to stock up the bar with liquor before my shift actually starts.
Do you recall where Benjamin Racer and Garrett LeBlanc were located within the bar when you arrived?
They were about 10 to 15 feet from the front door of the whiskey barn.
Were they seated?
Yes.
Where were they seated?
At the end of the bar.
Do you recall any type of clothing that Mr. Racer had on that day?
I think they had shorts because it was summertime. Shorts, I definitely remember flip-flops.
Okay. Do you recall any type of article of clothing that would distinguish the two? Okay.
That was 3 years ago.
Understood. Did Benjamin Racer order any alcoholic beverage from you that evening?
Yes.
What did Benjamin Racer order from you?
A Jameson shot, straight up, no ice or nothing, no mixer, and a beer. If I recall, it was a Michelob Light, Ultra Light.
When you poured him, you said a Jameson straight up.
Yes.
And we've learned earlier that Jameson is an Irish whiskey.
Yes.
When you poured him that shot straight up, approximately how many ounces did you pour of the
Probably close to 3.
Are you aware of what the proof is on that Jameson whiskey?
Yes, it's 80 proof, which means it's 40% alcohol.
And when you said he ordered a Jameson straight up, what does that mean?
That means a glass, no ice, no mixer.
And did you serve Mr. Racer the Jameson shot and the Michelob Ultra simultaneously?
Yes.
After you served those drinks to Mr. Racer, did Mr. Racer continue to sit at the bar?
Yes.
Where was Mr. LeBlanc at this time when you're serving Mr. Racer these two drinks?
He was on Mr. Razor's left side. A couple times he got up to the pool table. I don't recall if he was playing or not. And then he came back a few times.
While you were at the whiskey barn working that day, were you able to observe Mr. Racer walk?
Only time that I remember him walking was after he fell. He walked back from where he had fallen to, back to the seat that he was sitting at.
Okay, let's talk about when you mentioned him falling. Tell us the circumstances around the fall.
Well, at the time I was busy. I wasn't focusing on him, but it's a small place. It doesn't have carpet, so if there's a sound, it's immediately distinguishable. So I heard a ruckus to my left, which facing the customers, the bathrooms would be off to the left. And I observed him fall down, and I watched him for a second and went over there to check and see if he was okay.
Okay. Now, before you saw him fall, had you already served him another round of drinks?
Believe so, yes.
Once you saw him fall, did you go check on Mr. Racer?
Yes, I did.
Did you bring him anything in order to assist him?
I brought him a water. I had a towel in my hand just in case there might have been an injury, but I saw that he wasn't injured badly or nothing like that. He was able to stand up on his own.
Was a chair brought to him?
Yes.
Do you know about how long he sat in that chair in order to get his bearings before he got up again?
I'm going to guess 5 minutes, I'm not sure.
And after you became aware that Mr. Racer had fallen on the way to the bathroom, what actions did you take?
Well, after he was seated and he had the water in his hand, I came back behind the bar and I pulled what was left of his Jameson and what was left of his beer, which was approximately half and half.
The beer was half full.
And as was what I poured for the Jameson. And I placed it behind the bar to where it was only accessible to me, no one else.
Did you at any point give him any more alcoholic drinks after he fell?
I did not.
Okay, fair to say you cut him off.
Yes.
Did you ever see Mr. Racer spill any of his drinks?
I believe he spilled his beer when he was signing his credit card.
Is that before he left?
Yes, that would be approximately less than 5 minutes before he left.
As the evening went on, towards the evening, after he fell, did you at any point hear Mr. Racer slurring his words or being loud?
Actually, he was kind of quiet.
Okay. He was quiet when he fell and when you were tending to him?
Yes. I could tell he was disoriented.
Now, what actions, if any, did you take after realizing the situation? You realized Mr. Racer's disoriented. Did you give instructions to anyone?
Well, we have something behind the bar called an action book. If an event happens, we write in the book, such and such happened, like a fight, like any kind of incident that would need to come to the attention of the owners.
Did you speak with Mr. LeBlanc after you saw Mr. Racer fall?
Yes.
What did you tell him?
I told him, he's not driving, is he? Meaning Mr. Razor's not driving. Mr. LeBlanc said, no, he's not. I said, well, make sure that you get the keys, in which I did see him have the keys in his possession at that time.
Now, shortly after that conversation, did you see Mr. Racer and Mr. LeBlanc leave, walk out of the inside of the whiskey barn?
I saw him walk out the door, but I didn't follow him because I was kind of busy at the time.
Okay. And you're aware that Whiskey Barn has surveillance cameras?
Yes.
Towards the bar and the parking lot?
Yes.
And have you had an opportunity to review that video footage?
Yes.
And when Mr. Racer fell on his way to the bathroom, was that captured on video?
I believe it was.
And I'd like to show you some videos that have already been entered into evidence as states Exhibit 8. And Your Honor, if I may continue to publish states 8. I'm now going to publish a video file labeled Channel 21 Main with the last 5 digits of 93007 from states 8. And the portion of the video that I'm going to show for time purposes and for publication is time-stamped at 7:10:15 to 7:12:45. Mr. Welchel, is that you coming behind the bar?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now going to publish the video labeled Channel 21 Main with the last 5 digits of 0300. One. If I may have one moment, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
the witness's microphone is too close, the court reporter's getting reverb.
If you just slide the microphone back just a little bit, it's very sensitive. Just push it back from, there you go.
Check.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, this is channel 21 main with the last 5 as 93007. And this timestamp is from 7/21/15 to 7/21/35. Now going to publish channel 21 main with the last 5 digits 03001. And the timestamp's 8:14 to 8:15. What are you pouring right there?
Jameson.
Who ordered that, Jameson?
Mr. Razor. If I'm not mistaken.
And at this point, was that the second Jameson you had poured him?
Yes.
I'm now publishing a portion of the video clip from channel 21 main with the last 5 digits of 10000, the timestamp 8:36:20 through 8:44:00. And while we're looking at this video, I see a yellow object over here. Is there a door right here? And
Yes, that's the entrance to the package store from the lounge.
where are the bathrooms located?
Right where you were pointing the arrow at, right over there. The ladies' bathroom is the first door on the left. The men's bathroom is the second door on the left.
In the same general area of where we see?
Yes, the same side.
Is Mr. Racer getting up?
It appears so.
Where does he head towards when he gets up? Where does he walk to?
Can you say that again?
Where does Mr. Racer go when he gets up?
Right now, he's not going anywhere. But I believe he's going to head towards the bathroom.
Is he hanging on to the table there for balance?
It looks like it. And you see him knocking over the stool a little bit.
And when we see Mr. Racer fall, is it just short of the bathroom door?
Yes.
Is that where he's headed to now?
Whoa. Yes. Right about where that garbage can is.
What are you doing at this time?
I'm going to check and see if he's injured.
And at 8:39:52, where's Mr. Racer still located?
Looks like he's sitting down.
Is he sitting down in the same area where he fell?
Yes. That's me saying he's cut off with my hand gesture.
What do we see you in the video doing now?
Can you say that again?
What were you just doing in the video?
I was bringing him a glass of ice water with a straw in it and checking on him.
Was he saying anything?
I don't recall. It's been 3 years.
And for time purposes, I'm going to stop the video at 8:42:48.
Okay.
After Mr. Racer was able to get up, did he return back to the bar?
Yes.
What did he do when he returned back from the bar?
Well, I informed him that he was cut off and it's time to tab out.
And did he pay his tab?
Yes.
So his tab with you, what would that have consisted of?
2 Jameson, 2 ultralights.
And did he close out his tab?
Yes,
Is that whenever he spilled his beer?
I believe so.
Okay. And I'm going to play portion of the video labeled Channel 23 Main. Last 5 digits, 05354. Do you recognize what this depicts?
I believe that's him and Mr. LeBlanc leaving the whiskey bar and going towards that truck.
Okay, the area that we see here, what is that area?
That's for people to pull in before they park. It's almost like a parking lot roadway, so to speak.
And And the timestamp where we see them leaving is 8:52:04. Does that seem like an accurate depiction of the time that they left the whiskey
Yes.
barn?
Yes.
And that's PM, correct? Are you able to see what just came off of Mr. Racer's foot?
I believe it was a flip-flop.
The person that you identified as Mr. Racer, what side of the vehicle of that truck is he getting into?
Driver's side.
And what about Mr. LeBlanc?
Passenger side.
And for the record, the video stops at 8:53:54. Now publishing from States 8, Channel 23, Maine, with the last 5 digits 05504. Is this the same angle that we just saw of the parking lot?
It appears so.
And for the record, the times playing is 8:53:54 to 8:55:04. Channel 18, Maine, last 5, 05514. Is this a different angle of the parking lot?
Yes.
This is from timestamp 8:53:33. The exit to the Whiskey Barn, whenever someone is exiting the parking lot from this area, what road do they come to?
Looking at this picture where the porch is, most people enter on the right-hand side and they'll exit to the left-hand side to Highway 98, Miracle Strip Parkway.
Okay. Channel 23 main, 05605. The way the vehicle is traveling, is that vehicle headed towards Miracle Strip Parkway?
Yes.
I'm stopping the video at 8:55:29. And the last video for publication is going to be Channel 20 main, last 5 digits of the file number is 05617. What angle or what view are we seeing here?
We're looking towards the south at Miracle Strip, just ahead, about 35, 40 feet.
Okay. The roadway for Miracle Strip Parkway, is it along this area to the top left corner?
Yes.
And you can either turn right or left there, right?
You can turn right. To turn left, you have to go a little bit down the road and U-turn.
Okay. Now, this truck that's coming into view, is that the same truck that we just previously saw?
Yes.
Okay. And the timestamp is 8:55:22. And I want to stop the frame here. Mr. Welchel, are you able to see what this item is in the back of that truck?
No.
Are you able to see there's 4 dots on the top of this?
It looks like it's a cooler, if I were to guess.
We just saw a car go by. Was that car traveling on Miracle Strip Parkway?
Yeah, headed west towards Pensacola.
And is that the truck pulling out?
Yes.
Stopping the video at 8:55:46. I don't have any other questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Koch,
No questions for this witness, Your Honor.
is the witness released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Koch?
No objection from the bench, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You're
Thank you.
released. Good day. Yes, I
May I
remember
approach
now.
the clerk
Thank
to
you.
return the exhibit, Your Honor?
Say again?
May I approach the clerk to return?
Yes, you may. Mr. Cummings, your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor, at this time, the state would call Corporal Morgan Mooney to testify.
I tell you what, let's take a comfort break real quick. It's 10 minutes to 3, so we'll just take 10 minutes.
All rise.
10 minutes. seated.
Judge, just for scheduling purposes, if we were to take a witness a little late and maybe go until like 5:30, is the court gonna be okay with that?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
We just got to be sure we let court security know so that they can make arrangements.
We just had a certain number of individuals scheduled for today, and one of them can't show up tomorrow, for example.
Sure, absolutely.
Our goal is to be as efficient as possible, but if that does happen,
So
then
you're
we just-
going fishing?
I gotta enunciate efficient.
Yes, sir, that's fine. Your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor, at this time, the state would call Corporal Morgan Mooney to testify. Cindy's going out there. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Raise your right hand, please. Madam Clerk, swear the witness.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Please be seated and direct your voice to the microphone you see there in front of you and speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you. And there's court reporter in the back of the courthouse also taking it all down, so it's important you're able to make a good record, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if one of these lawyers objects, stop speaking immediately until I give you an instruction on how to proceed. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Gomez, you may inquire.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon. Can you please state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Morgan Sterling Mooney, Morgan. Middle is Stirling, last of Mooney, Mooney.
And in August of 2023, what was your last name?
Sterling,
Where are you currently employed?
Fort Walton Beach Police Department.
All right, and how long have you been employed there?
A little over 7 years.
Okay, so is it safe to say in August of 2023, you were employed with the Fort Walton Beach Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your title currently?
I'm a corporal and the interim supervisor over our communications division and the first line supervisor for our traffic homicide investigations division.
Okay. Was that your role back in August of 2023?
No, sir.
What was your role then?
I was a special investigations detective and a traffic homicide investigator.
Okay. What are some of your duties as a traffic homicide investigator?
We respond to any vehicle accident with the potential of serious bodily injury or death.
Okay. I think we heard some testimony a little earlier, but is it the responsibility of the team as a whole? Does the traffic homicide investigation team respond to each traffic crash as it occurs if there's a homicide involved?
Yes, sir.
What specialized training do you have to go through in order to be a member of the traffic homicide investigation team?
To be a member, you just have to go through at scene basic traffic homicide investigation.
Were you working on the evening of August 22nd, 2023?
No, I was not scheduled to.
Okay. Did you get a call out in response to a traffic homicide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you respond to that call?
I did.
Okay. Where did you first respond to?
The traffic scene at Wright and Holmes Boulevard.
Okay. Do you recall what time you arrived on scene?
Approximately 9:25.
No. When you arrived on scene, who was present in terms of law enforcement officers?
With their current titles, it'd be Lieutenant Crawford, Sergeant Woolen, Corporal Ordoki, Detective Stott.
Okay. Were there any other citizens or witnesses that were present on scene?
Yes, there was a large crowd that had gathered. I didn't speak to any of them. I wouldn't be sure of their names.
Okay. Did you observe the occupants of either vehicles on scene?
Just the decedent. He was still receiving emergency care from fire and EMS.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, where were the occupants of the truck located when you arrived?
They were being transported to the Fort Walton Beach Medical Center.
Did you have the opportunity to look inside of the Ford truck that was present on scene?
I did.
And what did you observe?
The damage to the dash and the windshield, items scattered about. There were open containers of craft beer in the vehicle.
What did you see outside of the truck?
There was an additional container of beer.
Did you observe any items or debris on Wright Parkway?
I did. There was a blue cooler with a white top, additional unopened cans of beer, and then there was what we describe as like alcohol shooters. So they were small bottles of vodka.
Okay. At any point in time, did you come into contact with Mr. Benjamin Racer?
I did.
Okay, and when was that?
Later at the Fort Walton Beach Medical Center.
Okay. Did you speak with Mr. Racer at the hospital?
I did.
Okay. Prior to speaking with the defendant, did you read him his Miranda warnings?
I did.
Did Mr. Racer agree to speak with you?
He did.
Okay. When you went to go speak with him, what did you observe about Mr. Racer?
His appearance was fairly disheveled. He was extremely red. His eyes were watery and partially bloodshot. There was a strong odor of alcohol emitting from him.
Did you notice anything about his speech?
His speech was very, what we describe as thick tongue, mumbly.
Okay. At any point in time during the investigation of this accident, did your agency seek a search warrant for the sample of the defendant's blood?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Did you conduct an interview with Mr. Racer?
I did.
Okay. Was that interview conducted in that hospital room?
It was.
Okay. Do you recall around what time this was?
Approximately 12:05 in the morning.
Okay. Was this interview recorded?
It was.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Granted.
Okay. I'm handing you what is marked as State's Exhibit 11. Do you recognize that exhibit?
I do.
What is on that, or what is that exhibit?
It's body cam footage of the interview with the defendant.
Okay. Is that your body camera footage?
It is not.
Okay, but are you the individual that is conducting the interview?
Yes, sir.
So you witnessed every moment of that body camera footage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you have the opportunity to review the video that's located on that disc?
I did.
Okay. Does it appear to be edited or altered or in any way different other than any of the stipulated redactions?
No, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state moves to admit Exhibit 11 at this time.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted.
Your Honor, at this time, I think we'd like to, the state would move to publish Exhibit 11 as well.
Thank you. Hi, sir. I'm Detective Sterling. Before we just was on how you feeling?
I think I don't have to say anything. What's going on? To be honest.
That's it.
Right?
I'm just. If you don't want to talk to me, that's your right.
No, you're completely fine. I'm a lot faster and I'm not disregarding you as a person. I'm just very fast and saying, obviously, I'm aware of what's going on. That's all. Go ahead.
So this paperwork, so this is just part of our investigation paperwork. So this is still a recorded interview taken by law enforcement pursuant to 117. of the Florida State statute. Can I have you raise your right hand? Okay. To the best of your ability. Do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's currently 5 after midnight. Can you state your full name for the record?
Benjamin David Rase.
Okay, your current address?
At 940 Ashley Lane, apartment C, Fort Walton Beach, 32547.
Okay. What's a good phone number for you?
850-240-76.
What's your current occupation?
I'm unemployed.
You're unemployed presently?
I'm actually, I just opened a business here. Busy Bee pressure washing lawn care. I just recently relocated back here. I was able to open the business via me going back to Michigan.
Well, like I explained to you, I'm Detective Sterling with the Florida Beach Police Department. I am going to be conducting a criminal investigation.
Okay.
Like I said, the interview started at 5 after midnight on the 23rd of August, 2022.
Okay.
The person,
2022.
2023, my apologies. The person's present here is going to be Sergeant Woolen. You have Officer Houston, myself, and yourself.
Okay. Absolutely.
This is being interviewed in relation to case number 23-002410.
Okay.
So at this time, I'm just advising you of your rights. Before I ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before I ask you any questionings, or to have him or her with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you without cost before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer any questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You have the right to stop answering any questions until you consult a lawyer. Okay, do you understand these rights as they've been read to you?
I do.
Okay. So having that in mind, do you mind answering a few questions for me?
Sure.
All right. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
Okay, so I'm just going to take your verbal just because your hand is bandaged there, okay?
Sure.
So, you were in a traffic crash this evening. I kind of got to get the last 24 hours of your life kind of prior to the traffic accident.
Okay.
So what were you doing? The traffic accident happened around 9 p.m. Okay, can you tell me what you were doing before that?
No. I don't. I thought that I was commuting home.
You thought you were commuting home?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know where things went. Are we alive
Okay.
with that?
So you were on your way home. Where were you coming from?
Picking up my friend.
Okay. What time do you think you picked your friend up?
I think I picked him up at like 5.
5 p.m.? Okay. Do you know where?
We have left Red Door in Destin to go to come back to Fort Walton.
Okay, do you know how long were you at the Red Door?
Oh, jeez, not long. No longer than a half hour.
Okay. Can you tell me what you were doing before that?
Nothing. I got up and this morning and
Okay, what time did you wake up?
6 or 7, 6:37, and then took my car to work. So, in the latter afternoon, of course, I was picking him up.
What time did you pick him up?
I already told you, actually.
You picked him up from the Red Door in Destin at 5 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay, is that where he works?
No, he works at Heritage.
Okay, do you know what time you got off?
Approximately 4:15. He wanted me to pick about 5, but I knew it was going to be like 4:30ish, which was.
Okay, did you go with him to the Red Door?
Yes, we went to have at least a drink or so there.
Okay. So what did you do while your friend was at work?
I sat at home.
So you were at home from 6:30 or 7 o'clock to 4:15ish?
Yes.
What, do you remember what time you went to bed last night?
I went to bed early because what is today? No, I still went to bed early, like 11:30.
And you were at home at that address on Ashley?
Correct.
Ashley, all right. Do you know what you were doing before you went to bed? Yesterday evening?
Well, I suppose I had made dinner and was residing in my homestead.
Okay.
What else would I be doing?
Okay. Like I said, we just thought to kind of get your last
I
24
know,
hours.
yeah. I mean, I thought that I had stated that, so I apologize.
No, you're okay. Do you have a glass eye at all?
No.
Any false teeth?
I have a couple crowns or so and a bridge.
No, all right. When did you last sleep?
Literally within the time that we've been here, I was praying that I would just drift away. But, of course, outside of that, what's going on, last night?
Okay. All right. So at the time you came in contact, were you operating a vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you going?
I thought I was going home. I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know what road you were on?
Racetrack?
Do you know which direction you were traveling?
At night.
Or if I was going home, it would have been, westbound.
And some of these questions might be repetitive. I just got to fill in kind of the blanks.
Sure.
Where did you start from? Like, when you started driving, where did you come from?
Yeah, they never came in.
Home.
Home? Okay. Do you know what time you started?
Yeah, so you've been.
Well, again, when I left home, I was en route to Destin to pick up my roommate at 4:15. And so I arrived at the Heritage parking lot at 4:30.
Okay. Do you know what city you're in right now?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me?
Fort Walton Beach?
Do you know what time it is right now?
I don't know, show me a clock.
Best guess.
12:15 a.m. Wednesday, August 23rd.
There you go. Do you know when you last ate?
I did this actually this afternoon, yeah. I don't miss not eating.
Do you know what you had?
Give me a second.
That's fine.
I ate at the house earlier. I suppose I ate a sandwich. Or a leftover sandwich. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Do you know what you were doing in the last 3 hours?
Unfortunately, I'm here. And on tragic circumstances, obviously.
Okay. Who are you with?
I was with my friend Derek, whom I picked up at
Derek?
Heritage,
Derek.
where since he's relocated here, I helped him get a job there, and I went and picked him up.
Where's Garrett originally from? Michigan, like you?
Actually, no, he's actually originally from here, Florida, Sarasota, South Florida.
I'm from
But he's
Minnesota.
actually transient, so he's, I guess the majority of his life has been from here and North Carolina and Michigan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where Sarasota is. I'm not from here. I'm from Minnesota, so
Okay, yeah, it's South Florida,
South Florida. Okay.
yeah.
Did you and Garrett, were you guys drinking at all?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But I just started drinking, picking him up.
Okay.
I mean, not
Sorry,
that
I'm
it matters, but yes, of course,
Okay, what were you drinking?
beer.
Beer? Do you have a favorite type of beer?
Not generally, no.
No? Not a can't do beer.
No.
How much do you think you've had to drink?
I thought it was in a very controlled amount. I'm not certain.
Okay. Where were you drinking?
Well, again, we had just left Destin at the boathouse and stuff.
The
At
boathouse?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what time you started drinking?
Was right at that time. 5.
Okay. Do you know when you stopped?
Yeah, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Are you under the influence of alcohol now?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Would you say on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being completely sober and 10 you're gonna like throw up on my sergeant over there, where would you be?
2.
A 2?
I would say I'm extremely sober, obviously under unfortunate circumstances.
Okay. How about when you were leaving Destin? Were you feeling okay then?
Yeah, I felt so.
Okay. Went over your work history. Do you have any physical defects?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, are you ill?
What do you think?
Are you taking any medication for anything?
No.
Do you limp?
Randomly.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol since you were in the traffic accident?
No.
Okay. Have you seen a dentist today?
No.
You said no to any pills or medicines of any kind?
Correct.
Do you have epilepsy?
No.
Do you take insulin at all?
No.
Alright. Any other medical conditions that you need us to be aware of?
Nothing major,
Okay.
other than me, if I don't have enough, I don't think that I'm like borderline diabetic, but, you know, sometimes, I don't know.
Okay. Is there anything you can tell me about the traffic accident?
Other than extremely tragically sorrowful that of course that it occurred. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to do one more thing for me. So, I just want you to rest how you are. The tip of this pen is what I'm going to call a stimulus, okay? So I just want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Same thing.
I'm sorry, I forgot that I was not supposed to tilt my head.
That's fine. Alright. Any other questions for me?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on your friend, okay?
Okay, I see, so he's okay?
Yep, I believe he's over at Children's.
Oh my gosh. No, but still, everyone else is okay also.
There was one fatality in the traffic accident.
No.
Corporal Minnie, about how long after the traffic crash was that interview conducted?
Approximately 3 hours.
Okay. After Mr. Racer was released from the hospital, where did he go to?
He was transported to the Fort Walton Beach Police Department.
Okay, and did you have contact with Mr. Racer at the police department?
I did.
Okay, what was the purpose of that contact with him?
I was continuing my criminal investigation.
Okay. Do you recall about what time you made contact with him at the police department?
Just prior to 1 a.m., I believe.
Okay. During your interactions with Mr. Racer, both on the night of August 22nd and the early morning hours of August 23rd, did you notice any external injuries to Mr. Racer?
He had the laceration on his hand.
Okay. Generally speaking, what is implied consent?
Implied consent is essentially an agreement the individual enters into with the state when they get their driver's license, stating that they'll submit to lawful chemical testing.
Okay. Is that implied consent actually stated on our driver's license in Florida?
A summary, yes.
Okay. Did you read implied consent to Mr. Racer?
I did.
Okay. When did you read implied consent to Mr. Racer?
Prior to the breath test.
Okay. As a part of your criminal investigation, did you perform standardized field sobriety exercises?
I did.
Okay. Did Mr. Racer agree to perform those standardized field sobriety exercises?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Generally speaking, what are standardized field sobriety exercises?
There are a series of exercises that were developed by the National Highway and Safety Administration that essentially assist law enforcement in determining somebody's ability to drive a motor vehicle safely.
Okay. Where did you perform, or where did these exercises occur at in this investigation?
They were at the police department.
Okay. Around what time did you begin these standardized field sobriety exercises?
Shortly after 1 a.m.
So, following the math here, that's approximately 4 hours after the crash had occurred?
Yes.
Okay. What exercises did you perform as part of these standardized field sobriety exercises?
An exercise called the walk and turn, and then a one-leg stand, and then an HGN exercise.
Okay. During, I'm gonna call it the pen test.
Okay.
Did he follow instructions of that pen test?
He did not.
Okay. How did he fail to follow instructions?
He didn't follow the pen, or what we call the stimulus, with his eyes only. He utilized his head. And then, although it's not a clue, he was swaying during the exercise.
Okay. Was he sitting down during when you conducted the pen test?
He was, just because of the height difference between us.
Okay. What is the purpose of the walk and turn test?
So it's a divided attention test, essentially, to be able to listen to instructions while doing something, and then see if you can follow the exercise or the instructions of the exercise after.
Okay. Did Mr. Racer follow the instructions that you gave him regarding the walk and turn test?
He did not.
Okay. What instructions did he fail to follow?
He was he had an incorrect starting position. He was unable to stay on the line. He didn't touch heel to toe. There was an incorrect turn. At one point, he actually left the line completely. And then he utilized his hands, the table, and a box we had sitting there, as well as the wall for balance.
Okay. I think the last exercise that you had mentioned was the one-legged stand. What is the purpose of the one-leg stand?
It's another divided attention exercise.
Okay. How do you conduct, or how does one perform that exercise?
They're instructed to keep their hands down at their side, look down at their foot, whatever foot they choose, and hold it approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep their toe pointed and look down at the foot and count out loud 1001, 1002, and so on until they're told to stop.
Okay. Did Mr. Racer follow the instructions of the one-legged stand?
He did not.
Okay, and how did he fail to follow those instructions?
He failed to, essentially, he put his foot down on 2 separate occasions. He utilized his hands for balance, touching the wall and the table. He didn't have his foot approximately 6 inches off the ground, and he failed to keep his legs straight during the exercise.
Okay. Did you have the opportunity to conduct a breath test in this case?
I did.
Okay. What is a breath test?
So a breath test is a process used by law enforcement using an instrument such as the intoxilizer to measure the deep air of an individual's lungs to provide a breath alcohol reading.
Okay. Do you have to be certified to administer a breath test?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you currently certified by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to administer breath tests on the intoxilizer?
I am, sir.
Okay. And what is the specific apparatus that's used to administer these breath tests?
You can use an intoxilizer 8000 or 9000. We use an intoxilizer 8000.
Okay. How long have you been certified to administer these breath tests?
I would say almost 6 years.
Okay. Once you're certified to administer the breath tests, do you have to, I guess, renew your certification?
Yes, sir, every 3 years.
Every 3 years, okay. Were you certified to administer breath tests with the Intoxilizer 8000 on August 23rd of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What training do you have to have before you can become certified to perform such tests with the Intoxilizer 8000?
You have to be, I guess, an approved student to take the course. It's a 16-hour FDLE course put on by a state certified instructor. You then have to pass a practical and a written exam with at least 80%.
And are you given a certificate that marks your completion of this certified breath test operator course?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In this case, did the defendant voluntarily give you a sample of his breath?
Yes, sir.
So if this is relating back, is that he said yes to the implied consent that you read him?
Not initially, but overall, yes.
Okay. Prior to providing a breath sample, are you required to conduct an observation period?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
It's to essentially rid the individual of any residual mouth alcohol.
Okay. And how long is that period?
20 minutes.
Okay. Did you observe this defendant during the entire 20-minute observation period?
Yes, sir.
Okay. During that time, did the defendant vomit?
No, sir.
Did he have anything to drink?
No, sir.
Did he have anything in his mouth?
No, sir.
Okay. After that observation period, did you conduct a sample, or did you take a sample of the defendant's breath?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could you explain the procedure for obtaining a breath sample?
So you check the individual's mouth, you conduct the 20-minute observation period. During that time, I read the implied consent warning, insert the information into the intoxilizer. It goes through its diagnostic testing, and then after the 20-minute observation period is complete, it allows for the individual to provide its first breath sample. It then goes through its diagnostic checks again. You have the ability to provide a second breath sample, and then if so choosing, it goes through the diagnostic checks again, and you can get a third breath sample.
Did you follow this procedure when you conducted the breath test on the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many samples did you take during this breath test?
2 samples.
Okay. Did the Intoxilizer 8000 display a result for each sample that was obtained?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did the Intoxilizer 8000 print out those results?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach this witness?
Granted.
I am handing you what is marked as State's Exhibit 12. Do you recognize that exhibit?
I do, sir.
Okay, what is that exhibit?
This is the printout of the breath alcohol affidavit from our Intoxilizer 8000.
Okay. And you said the Intoxilizer 8000 in your department is the one that produced that document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What date is listed on that document?
8/23 of 2023.
What time is listed on that document?
That's the observation period. My apologies. There's multiple times.
Is that in accordance with each breath sample that's obtained?
Yes.
Okay, so what was the time listed on the first breath sample?
For the first breath sample, it was 1:18 a.m.
And what is the time listed on the second breath sample?
1:21 a.m.
Okay. Does it accurately record the results of your test of the defendant's breath alcohol level on August 23rd, 2023?
Yes, sir.
Was that report completed at or near the time you completed the test of the defendant's breath?
Yes, sir.
Was it completed in your presence and based on your personal knowledge of that test?
Yes, sir.
Is that document or those reports, are they completed and kept in the ordinary course of business?
Yes, sir.
And does that document accurately and truly reflect the reading that the instrument gave you on August 23rd of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state moves to admit State's Exhibit 11, or 12, I'm sorry.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted.
What were the results of the first sample of breath that you took?
0.148.
Okay. And what were the results of the second sample that you took?
0.140.
Okay. And now I want to clarify, in your report on one of the affidavits, it said that the first test was a 0.143. Would it be safe to say that that was a typo?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so the correct result of the first breath test was a 0.148?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So a little bit more math now. If my timing is correct, that was approximately, the first breath sample was collected at approximately 4 hours and 20 minutes after the crash?
Approximately, yes, sir.
Okay. Were the FSEs in the breath test that you administered on that date of August 23rd, was that audio and video recorded?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and does that audio and video come from the intox room at the police department?
Yes, sir.
Okay. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Granted.
I am handing you what is marked as State's Exhibit 13. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Granted.
Do you recognize that exhibit?
Yes, sir.
What is that exhibit?
This is the intox room video of the defendant.
Okay. Have you signed that exhibit, or is that your signature on that disc?
It is.
Did you sign it after you viewed the contents of that disc?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do the contents of that disc appear to be edited or altered, or in any way different from other than the stipulated redactions that we've had?
No, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state moves to admit Exhibit 13 into evidence, and we would like to publish at this time, Your Honor.
No objection, Judge.
It's admitted.
you have anything else in your pockets, anything like that?
Do you mind if I take a couple puffs? I haven't had anything in a while.
I can't let you in here, okay? Maybe after, alright? Alright, anything else?
No.
Can I get your belt from you?
Of course.
Go ahead. Perfect. And then no head injuries. Alright, can I have you check her up, down? I know you said you had some crowns. Lift your tongue for me. Perfect. Time?
Alright, 12:56.
Can you shut this off for me? It just keeps going off every time somebody does something. Just make sure, I'll get you some water after this. Just make sure no hands, feet, nothing going in. Be surprised, people try to look keys, different stuff like that.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm big enough as it is. I promise you, I'm not trying to afford something that's gonna make me skinnier, although I wouldn't mind it.
You said earlier that you, it sounded like you were, do you fast, or how do you, just the way you said it about your eating. You said you ate at 2 and you were just kind of waiting, so I didn't know if...
Oh, yes, I mean, it's just, of course, I eat randomly, but of course, since I've been drinking, craft beer, or any beer, but craft beer especially also has, a degree of making you feel like you're okay to not eat. You know, like, it makes you feel like you're full.
What is it, like the yeast in it or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think it just upsets my stomach. I can't, not a beer drinker.
Yeah.
I gotta type some stuff in here for me. What was that time, detective?
For what?
I asked you for the time.
A few minutes ago?
Yeah.
12:55.
Alright, can you confirm your last name for me?
R-A-S-E-R. Benjami.
And your middle name?
RT600085135017.
You know that off the top of your head.
Yes. Like many things.
Michigan?
Yes.
Alright, your date?
01/05/1975.
Alright.
Male.
Fine, man.
Oh.
Or mine. Alright. So do you have any questions for me? I know I've kind of asked you a lot of questions.
No questions for you. And actually, I don't have any questions for you. I have observations.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Okaloosa County specifically, has employed an actual honorable, awesome officer as yourself. Outside of you, and them actually having this epiphany, employing someone that's awesome. No, I don't have any other observations or questions.
And like I said, we'll get you some. Do you have a preference water when we get on here?
Sure, some water. That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
How are your injuries looking?
They're fine.
Scrapes? I know I've got your shirt and stuff in my car. Any other property that we need to be concerned about? Was there anything you needed out of your vehicle, anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Phone. Where's my phone? I got his phone and.
Did you know what type of?
Tomorrow I have a blood plasma appointment in the morning, but other than that, nothing. Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling like you can walk?
Oh, I'm completely fine. Other than spiritually, mentally, emotionally, definitely disputing potentially the charges. I
definitely do not desire to foresee this being non-existent anymore that supposedly is non-existent. However, I'm also extremely aware of left-wing agenda government, like Sandy Hook and many other things, where they make people appear like they've been murdered or genocide and all of those layers going on when they are actually still alive. So, absolutely, left-wing media / left-wing government is all going to be, I'm going to also hold you guys accountable. I definitely do not desire to foresee, of course, the true or not true, hopefully, demise of the potential accident people. However, it's not beyond me to definitely see those roots or those tactics be engaged within government, just so you know.
No, that's completely understandable. Well, while we wait for them to come out, you know how at the hospital I checked your eyes?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
mind if I check yours again?
Sure, go
Same
ahead.
thing. Can I have you sit with your feet uncrossed and just your hands down by the side? I'm not going to make you stand up. Same thing. Tip of my pen is the stimulus. Just follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
Okay.
You can follow it with your eyes.
I just follow that with my eyes rather than yours.
Yes, there you go.
The controlling issue.
There. Same thing. Okay, here we'll give your eyes a little rest. So were you a sports fan of Michigan?
No.
I don't know much about Michigan.
Really.
And I didn't grow up that far from it.
Not a big sports person at all.
Fair enough.
Much more of a holistic, naturopath, enjoy country.
I mean, Michigan's a good place for that.
All that stuff. I mean, I love everywhere. I love here. You know, the beaches and the water, obviously.
Alright, same thing, alright?
Sure.
We're gonna go up and down, alright?
Sure.
Alright. You said you're feeling pretty good, pretty agile?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you mind
I'm
standing
sure I
up
can
for me?
get some jumping jacks, whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna have you put your left foot on the line, and then put your right foot touching heel to toe with your left foot, hands down by your side, okay?
Right here?
Yep, and then put your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe.
Or it would be my left in front of my right, actually.
Okay? And just hold like that until I instruct you otherwise, alright? You okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so when I tell you to begin, what I want you to do is take 9 heel to toe steps down this line. When you keep to your 9th step, I want you to keep your foot on the line and take a series of small steps, and then take 9 heel to toe steps back down the line, okay? So it'll look like this. It'll go 1, 2, all the way down to 9. You'll keep that lead foot. You'll take a series of small steps, and then you'll take 9 heel to toe steps back out.
Series of small steps turning around.
Yep.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do is keep your hands down by your side. I want you to look at your feet and count out loud. So 1, 2, 3.
Sure, okay.
Touch it heel to toe the whole way, okay?
Okay.
You can go whenever you're ready.
1. Oh, goodness. Sorry.
You're okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. You don't need to apologize.
1.
You alright?
Of course.
You're good.
Nervousness and everything too, of course.
That's
with everything
fine.
happening.
I'll hang out right here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So same thing with the next exercise. Put your feet together. Put your hands down at your sides. Okay. What I want you to do is when I tell you to go, for Pete's sake, I want you to lift one foot, either foot of your choosing, approximately 6 inches off the ground, so about the size of a pop can. Okay? You'll look down at your foot and you'll count 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand the instructions?
I do.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, you can begin whenever you're ready.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013.
Okay?
2013.
Okay. Do you want to keep going? You can.
1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023.
No, you can put it down. You're good. You want to go have a seat, okay? We got a couple more minutes. So did you do a lot of hiking in Michigan? Spend a lot of time in the Great Lakes?
Your Honor, for the purposes of time, we're going to stop it there. That's at a timestamp of 01:07:52 a.m. Your Honor, may I approach the...
Great.
Was the individual who you conducted the breath test of and the field sobriety exercises on, is he present in the room today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he is wearing?
It's going to be the defendant, Mr. Razor, who's in green.
Okay. Is the Intoxilizer 8000 that you used to take the samples of the breath of this defendant, was it the same machine that's inspected monthly by Corporal Crawford?
Yes.
Okay. And does Fort Walton Beach Police Department only have one Intoxilizer 8000?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Your Honor, no questions for this witness. Defense has no objection to release this witness.
Witness released.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
The next witness, please.
Gia Gish.
Good afternoon. Raise your right hand, please. Madam Clerk, swear the witness.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Please be seated and direct your voice to that microphone you see in front of you. Speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you. Also, there's a court reporter in the back of the courthouse taking us all down. So it's important that we're able to make a good record, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if any of these lawyers object, stop speaking immediately until I give you instruction on how to proceed. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Glisson, you may inquire.
Thank you. Can you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, my name is Gia, G-I-A. My last name is Gish, G-I-S-H.
Where are you currently employed?
I am currently employed with Gentiva Hospice as a registered nurse.
Prior to being employed with the hospice agency you're with now, where were you employed prior to that?
I was employed by HCA at Fort Walton Beach Medical Center in the ER.
How long did you work there?
A year and a half.
Were you employed there on August 22nd of 2023?
Yes.
What was your position there at the time?
I was an RN in the emergency department.
Are you a licensed registered nurse in the state of Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you held that license?
10 years.
As a licensed nurse, have you received training in how to conduct blood draws?
Yes, ma'am.
Approximately how many blood draws have you conducted in your career?
Honestly, enough that I can't even remember how many.
Would you say hundreds or thousands?
Hundreds.
Were you working at the HCA Fort Walton Beach Medical Center on the evening shift of August 22nd?
I believe so, yes.
Were you on duty at the hospital around 11:50 a.m.?
Yes, because I work night shift.
Did you have an opportunity to come into contact with someone, a patient there identified to be Benjamin Rase?
The name sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay. Were you at any point that evening around 11:50 p.m. asked to conduct a legal blood draw?
If my name is initialed on the tubes, then yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the procedure that you go through. Do you recall being provided with a search warrant that was signed by a judge that authorized a legal blood draw in this case?
If my name is on those documents, then yes, because otherwise I would not have done it.
Would reviewing well, let me ask you this. Whenever you conduct a blood draw, do you sign the outside of a blood kit to indicate that
Yes.
you're the one that drew it?
Yes.
Would reviewing a photograph of the outside of that blood kit refresh your memory as to whether or not you signed off and you were the one who drew this blood?
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, just for, in order to refresh your memory, may I approach the witness?
Granted.
If you could please just examine that document or that photograph. Do you recognize your signature on that box?
Yes, I do.
Does that refresh your memory?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take that back from you. So, on August 22nd of 2023, did you perform a blood draw on someone by the name of Benjamin Rase?
Yes, I did.
Now, whenever you conduct a blood draw, after a search warrant is signed authorizing you to do so, what procedures do you go through whenever you're provided with the blood draw kit?
So first of all, I get the blood draw kit from the officers. We cannot use our own. I would clean the area that I'm going to draw with the specific solution that comes in that kit because it cannot contain alcohol because it can give a false positive. I would then draw the blood through the vein with the needle. And typically we draw 2 tubes from 2 separate sites.
Okay. Now, whenever you conduct the blood draws, when you're given the blood kit, are you using an alcohol swab?
No.
What type of swab?
It's like a chlorhexidine.
And whenever you're using the items that are provided in the blood draw kit, are you checking to make sure that nothing's already opened or previously been used?
Yes.
And the blood, I say vial, I know it's also known as a tube. Whenever you're collecting the blood, you said you take 2, usually 2 vials? Okay. And would that be the case in this situation as well?
More than likely, yes.
Okay. After you collected the blood from Mr. Rase, what did you do?
Typically, I would write my initials on the label, ensure that it goes in a biohazard type bag to keep it safe. Then I would put it back in the container, seal it, and give it back to the law enforcement officer.
And the time and site, or the time of collection is indicated to be 11:51. Would that be correct?
Correct.
Now, whenever you draw the blood and the blood's in the vials, did you label the vials?
Yes.
Okay, what type of information do you provide on the labeling of these blood
Typically, it
vials?
would be the patient's name, my name or initials, the date, and the time. We often will also add where the site was.
And as your memory was just refreshed, once you give the vials to the officer, does the officer put those vials back into the blood kit and you sign the outside of that packaging?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you drew Benjamin Racer's blood, did you return those samples to the blood kit and provide that blood kit right then and there to the officer that was in the room with you?
Yes.
Whenever those blood vials were put back into the blood kit, were they immediately provided to Patrick Mooney or the Fort Walton Beach police officer?
Yes.
But it was immediate?
Yes, it was immediate. They were in the room when we draw the lab.
No other questions for this witness, Your Honor?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
On the day you did the blood draw, what officer gave you the blood kit that day?
I do not recall.
Okay. It sounds like you do a lot of blood draws, and this was a while ago. Other than knowing that you did the blood draw, do you have an independent recollection of what occurred that night?
The name sounds familiar. It's been a while, so no.
Okay. Earlier you stated that the hospital doesn't keep blood draw kits.
We do not keep ones for warrants. We have our own type of blood draw kits that we use, but my understanding is we do not have ones for warrants specifically.
Okay. I know you stated you don't remember who gave you that blood draw kit that night. Do you well, let me phrase that. When you get a blood draw kit, since you don't provide it, do you inspect it, the blood draw kit?
I inspect everything that I'm going to do with any blood draw kit because of sanitary issues.
Yes, ma'am. As in, like, you open up the kit, make sure it's fresh, the
Correct.
tubes you're stating.
Correct.
The serial number and the expiration date on that blood draw kit, do you inspect that?
Yes.
That day?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor. This witness may be excused.
You agree?
Yes, sorry, Judge, this may be released.
All right. Thank you very much. You are released. Good day. Mr. Gomez, your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor, at this time, we would call Officer Shane Mooney to the stand.
Raise your right hand, please, Madam Clerk, swear the witness.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Please be seated and direct your voice to the microphone you see there in front of you to speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you, and the court reporter in the back is able to make a good record, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if any of these lawyers object, stop speaking until I give you an instruction.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Gomez.
Good afternoon. Can you please state your rank and your name and then spell your name for the record, please?
Yes. Sergeant Patrick Shane Mooney, Patrick, Shane, Shane, Mooney, Mooney.
And do you recall an investigation into the defendant, Mr. Benjamin Racer?
I do.
What was your role in this investigation?
I was requested to write a search warrant for a blood draw.
Okay. Did you execute that search warrant?
I did.
Okay. Did you personally hand the blood draw kit to the nurse?
I did.
Okay. Were you in the room when she administered the blood draw?
I was.
Okay. Was the nurse by the name of Gia Gish provided a copy of that signed warrant?
She was.
Okay. And she was handed the blood draw kit directly from you?
Yes.
Okay. And I may have asked this, I'm sorry. Were you present when Ms. Gish drew the defendant's blood?
I was.
Okay. Did Ms. Gish place the defendant's blood samples in the tubes that were inside of the blood draw kit?
She did.
Okay. Did Ms. Gish complete the required paperwork and labeling of that blood?
Yes.
Okay. Did Ms. Gish give you the blood samples after she completed the blood draw?
She did.
Okay. What did you do with those blood samples after you collected them from?
I turned them over to evidence.
Okay. Did you properly seal the blood kit and enter it into evidence?
I did.
Okay. Were the blood samples that you entered into evidence, were they identified as item number 1?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Did the blood kit include the agency case number as well when it was stored into evidence?
Yes.
Okay. And then was that blood ultimately sent to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for testing?
Yes.
Is the evidence room that the blood was stored in, is it locked?
It is.
Secured? In order to obtain any evidence from it, do you have to sign in and sign out?
Correct.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
No questions from the bench, Your Honor. No objection releasing this witness.
All right, witness is released. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor, could we take a 5-minute comfort break?
Yes, ma'am.
All rise.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualifying heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll. Fight fire with fire, take one. Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working. Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briarpatch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll. Fight fire with fire, take 1. Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working. Whoa!
Not cool, bro. I'm Attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
We're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
All right, please be seated. All right, your next witness, please.
Thomas Graham.
Say again.
Thomas Graham.
Thomas Graham, please.
If you can stand here.
Good afternoon. If you raise your right hand, Madam Clerk, will you swear the witness?
You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Direct your voice to that microphone. Speak clearly and distinctly so we can all hear and understand you, and the court reporter is able to make a good record. And if these lawyers object, stop speaking until you get an instruction on how to proceed, okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Glisson.
Could you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Thomas Graham, spelled THOMASGRAHAM.
Where are you currently employed?
I'm employed with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, also known as FDLE.
What's your current job title there?
My current job title is Crime Laboratory Analyst Supervisor.
How long have you been a crime laboratory analyst supervisor?
I've been in this position for almost 2 years. It'll be September, will be 2 years.
How long have you been employed with FDLE?
I've been with FDLE since 2016, July of 2016, so it was 10 years this month.
What position did you hold in 2023?
In 2023, I was a crime laboratory analyst.
As a crime laboratory analyst, what are some of your duties?
I would receive evidence that was submitted for testing. I would analyze the evidence according to our procedures of the laboratory. I would evaluate the data that was generated, issue reports, and testify as called upon to do so.
In 2023, were you considered to be a forensic toxicologist?
Yes, my job title was crime laboratory analyst, but I worked in the toxicology section, and the duties I performed were in forensic toxicology.
What is forensic toxicology?
Forensic toxicology is a science that the forensic portion means it deals with the courtroom. So we will have chain of custody as well as testimony in cases related to human performance or death, postmortem specimens. The toxicology portion, that is the analysis of bodily fluids, for us typically blood and urine, for the presence or absence of drugs that can cause impairment or death.
What type of training and education did you have to receive in order to become a crime laboratory analyst?
My education, in 2005, I received a Bachelor of Science in Forensic Chemistry from the University of Mississippi. I've gone through several training programs in my career as I progressed. One at my initial employer, El Soli Laboratories. I went through a training program to learn how to prep urine samples for analysis. Then when I went to the Mississippi Forensics Laboratory, I went through a training program that covered alcohol testing, which would uncover the pharmacology of alcohol, retrograde theory behind alcohol, instrument analysis of alcohol, data evaluation, and testimony. And then I took my position at FDLE, where I was with the breath program, so I did a lot of breath alcohol testing. So I learned about instrumentation, body physiology, looking at data to evaluate breath tests and calibration of instrumentation. And then returning to the crime laboratory portion of it at FDLE, I went through another training portion where again, I went through the pharmacology of alcohols, structure and chemistry of alcohols, analysis of alcohols, data evaluation, and then I went through a drug portion of the training as well to look at drug toxicology.
Prior to your employment with FDLE, were you employed with any other crime lab or any other employment dealing with toxicology?
Yes, I was.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So when I was still in college, I had to do an internship, and El Soli Laboratories was in town, and he was a professor on campus, and I was able to work there for my internship. And then the second half of my junior and my entire senior year, I worked there part-time until I graduated, and then I continued to work at El Soli Laboratories for another year and a half after graduation. In 2007, I believe, I moved to the Mississippi. At that point, it was the Mississippi Crime Laboratory. The name is now the Mississippi Forensics Laboratory. And I worked there for approximately 9.5 years. Then I left in the summer of 2016 and joined FDLE.
Okay, so how many total years of experience in a crime lab do you have?
20 or 21, I believe.
Have you ever analyzed blood samples to determine if that blood sample contains ethyl alcohol?
Yes, I have.
Approximately how many times would you say?
It would be a large number. I would say hundreds to be conservative, but it would probably be over 1,000.
Have you ever testified in court as an expert in the field of forensic toxicology?
Yes, I have.
Approximately how many times?
I've testified in court more than 40 times, specifically in forensic toxicology. I don't know the exact number, but it would be at least half or more than half of those.
Okay. What is pharmacology?
So pharmacology is the study of drugs and how they interact with the body. And that could be split up into two sections. It could be pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. The pharmacokinetics would deal with how the drug is administered, how it's distributed throughout the body, how it's metabolized, and then how the body eliminates the drug. Pharmacodynamics are what we see when an individual takes the drug. So that would be more like the lack of coordination or sped up activity that an individual could have.
Have you received any specialized training or received any specific education in the field of pharmacology?
Yes, that was covered in my training program at both the Mississippi Crime Lab as well as the Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
How many times have you testified as an expert in the field of pharmacology?
Pharmacology has come up in most of the forensic toxicology testimonies. Typically, if you're dealing with an alcohol case in particular, there's a per se limit, and there's usually some form of pharmacology testimony related to that.
Your Honor, at this time, I would now tender the witness to be an expert qualified to testify in the field of forensic toxicology as well as pharmacology.
Do you wish to voir dire?
No, Your Honor.
Court finds the witness is qualified based upon the education, training, and experience to express his testimony in the form of an opinion on the subject's tendered.
What is ethyl alcohol?
So ethyl alcohol is, simply put, it's drinking alcohol. There's several forms of alcohols, but ethyl alcohol is the substance that would be in like a beer or wine or alcoholic beverage.
What is ethyl alcohol classified as?
Ethyl alcohol is a central nervous system depressant.
And what does that mean?
That means it will depress an individual's ability to function normally. It can cause things such as drowsiness, inability or lack of coordination, loss of coordination. It can cause things like blurred vision. It can cause an individual to not be able to produce long-term memories.
What are normal faculties?
Normal faculties would be things that an individual can do regularly on a normal basis, such as walking, talking, hearing, seeing. Anything that an individual does when they're in a normal state, that would be their normal faculties.
If ethyl alcohol is a depressant, can that affect someone's normal faculties?
Yes, it can.
What are some possibilities that someone who consumes ethyl alcohol, what are some possibilities of the effects on the body when that consumption of ethyl alcohol is completed?
So typical things that you would think of are decreased blood pressure, decreased heart rate, cause an individual to have red eyes. An individual could have a staggered gait or the inability to walk as they normally would. Slurred speech is typically noticed with an individual after they've been drinking.
Can
And, oh, I'm sorry.
Can ethyl alcohol cause mood swings?
Mood swings? Yes, in some individuals it can.
Can it cause people to become combative?
Yes, I've heard of that.
Does it affect someone's ability to make decisions quickly?
Yes, it does slow the internal clock, so that would increase an individual's reaction time. And when I say increase, it would slow them down.
Does it affect someone's coordination and balance?
Yes.
Specifically as it relates to someone's ability to drive a vehicle, how does alcohol affect the person's ability to drive a vehicle effectively?
So driving a vehicle is a multifunctional task. It seems rather simple because we do it every day, but it is complicated. You're trying to maintain speed, maintain a single lane. You could potentially be playing with your radio station. You shouldn't do it, but you could potentially be checking your cell phone. There are a number of things that can distract you. And accidents happen without alcohol on board. When you combine alcohol with that, it increases the probability of an accident.
Would the consumption of ethyl alcohol, could it affect someone's ability to follow instructions?
Yes.
What about, could it affect someone's hand, eye, and foot coordination?
Yes.
Would it affect someone's reaction time when judging whether to stop at a stop sign or a red light?
Yes.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about whiskey. Okay. What is Jameson whiskey?
Jameson whiskey, to my knowledge, is an Irish whiskey. I believe it is about 40% alcohol by volume or 80 proof.
And you say 80 proof. What does that mean?
So proof is a way to judge if alcohol, what grade it was. Years and years ago, from the readings that I've done, I found that they would mix alcohol with gunpowder, and if it would light and have a nice blue flame, that was proof that it was good alcohol.
Okay. What about the percentage of ethyl alcohol in Jameson whiskey?
I believe it's 40%.
And what does that mean?
So it's 40% alcohol by volume. Just under half of it is ethyl alcohol.
What about beer? Does that contain ethyl alcohol?
Yes, it does.
All beer?
Non-alcoholic beer even has a small amount. I believe on the labels I typically see about 0.15% ABV. But most beers off the shelf, I would say the typical is going to be about 5%. But with the microbreweries that have popped up, some of those things have increased. IPAs typically run somewhere 6 to 8%.
What about, say, a Michelob Ultra?
Mick Ultra is, I think, a little on the lower end. That's how they get the lower calorie, decrease some of the alcohol content. So I think it's probably somewhere closer to 4%.
But that is 4% of ethyl alcohol?
Yes, I believe so.
And craft beers?
Craft beers typically will contain alcohol, yes.
Okay. In Florida, what are the two most common methods of determining if someone is under the influence of alcohol? What tests?
For laboratory testing, we'll do a blood alcohol test or a breath alcohol analysis.
Okay. For this case, did Fort Walton Beach Police Department send a request to your agency to test a blood specimen that was collected from someone identified as Benjamin Rase?
Yes, they did.
Were you assigned to analyze the blood samples for this case?
Yes.
What date did your agency receive those blood samples from that were taken from Mr. Racer?
May I refer to my notes, Ryan?
Agreed.
FDLE received the samples on August the 30th of 2023.
And when FDLE received the samples, were the samples assigned an FDLE case number?
Yes, they were.
What was that case number?
The case number of FDLE is FDLE laboratory case number 2023-020-4767.
When you received the blood sample, was the Fort Walton Beach Police Department agency number listed on the package?
Yes, it was.
What was that agency case number?
That agency case number is 23-002410.
Had Fort Walton Beach Police Department indicated what item number the blood samples were?
Agency item number. Let me see. I believe it's item 1.
How many vials of blood did you receive for this case?
2 vials of blood.
And if I say vials or tubes, does that mean the same thing to you?
To me, it does, but it's a test tube of blood, yes, with a stopper.
And how many did you receive?
2.
Was there any obvious signs of contamination or anything that raised your suspicion that this could be a contaminated sample when you received it?
No, there was not.
Were there any labels on the vials of blood with identifying information?
Yes, there was.
So on the vials themselves, what was indicated on the label?
The labels indicated the name.
What was the name?
Benjamin David Rase, as well as a collection time of 8/22/23 at 11:51 p.m.
Were there 2 listed collection times or just 1?
There was on the kit itself, or the box, the collection time was labeled 8/22/23 at 11:50 p.m., but on both tubes of blood, the collection time was 8/22/23 at 11:51 p.m.
Okay. Now, did you ultimately perform an analysis of Mr. Racer's blood samples?
Yes, I did.
What was the purpose of your testing?
The purpose of the testing that I performed was to analyze the blood for the presence of or absence of ethyl alcohol.
On what date did you perform your testing of the blood?
I performed that test on September the 27th of 2023.
What type of tests did you perform?
It was a headspace gas chromatograph analysis for the presence or absence of ethyl alcohol.
And that method of testing, is that method of testing generally accepted within the scientific community?
Yes, it is.
How many tests did you perform on Mr. Racer's blood samples?
I would have performed 2 analyses on 1 tube of blood.
So you have 2 separate tests that are run from 1 tube of blood?
Correct.
And after you performed your testing, listing the method that you previously stated, were you able to come to a conclusion of what concentration of ethyl alcohol was in Benjamin Racer's blood specimen?
Yes, I was.
You conducted 2 tests, so on the first test, what was the result that you reached?
0.187 grams per 100 milliliters of blood, and that's with a plus or minus 0.008 grams per deciliter.
What does it mean when you say plus or minus 0.0008 mean?
0.008, that's our measurement of uncertainty. That calculation is something that we look at annually in a budget to take in all the potential spots that can cause variation in a number, and then we combine them, and we now know the certainty of our value, that if we retest this sample, we expect it to be the value that we have previously determined, plus or minus our measurement uncertainty of plus or minus, in this case, 0.008 grams per deciliter.
So that uncertainty measurement, does that allow for a potential range of your results numbers?
Yes, I would say that the most accurate value we have is the value I reported. That is what I generated from our instrument. And then the uncertainty budget is an estimate that we put forth to try to take in all scenarios that could cause variance on that number.
And that 0.187, is that per grams, grams per milliliter of blood?
Grams per 100 milliliters of blood, or grams per deciliter.
And is that the same metric that the state of Florida uses when determining impairment?
Yes, I believe the statute is 0.08 grams per 100 milliliters.
Okay. So if we calculate that range to account for the range of uncertainty. So with that 0.187, given the range, what would that put us at?
That would put me at a 0.179 to a 0.195 for my first value.
Okay. And what measures did you take to ensure the accuracy of that first test?
During every run, we calibrate our instrument. Calibrators are purchased from certified providers that meet our accreditation standards. In addition, we run controls that we have known value in the run to ensure the accuracy and precision of our analysis. All of this is also incorporated into Florida or 11D8 of the Florida Administrative Code. We meet 11D8 as well for all of our testing.
If the legal limit in Florida, the magic number is 0.08, how much over the legal limit would Mr. Racer's blood result of 0.187 be?
0.107 over, so it would be a little over twice the legal limit.
And you ran a second test. Did you use the same procedures and methods that you used in the first test?
Yes, I did.
What was your result for the second test of blood?
0.186 grams per 100 milliliters of blood, with again a plus or minus 0.008 grams per 100 milliliters.
Okay. Would that still be over 2 times the legal limit of 0.08?
Yes, it would.
When a blood draw is conducted using a blood draw kit and the blood is properly stored in the vials, does the concentration of ethyl alcohol in the blood remain the same over time? Meaning, if blood in a vial sits properly stored in an evidence locker, so to speak, would that concentration go up, down, or remain the same?
Samples that are taken properly, coming from a living individual, that are refrigerated and stored in a gray top test tube, are typically stable for about 10 months to a year, and then they can start to decrease in value.
Is there ever a situation where over time blood alcohol could increase?
Maybe in post-mortem cases. I've also seen at least one paper where trying to generate post-collection production, they put sugars into the sample and had to inoculate it or add bacteria to make this occur. But the typical blood draw that's in a hospital setting, no, it's not typically an issue with testing.
But worst case, the longer it sits, it would just go down in number, right?
According to the readings, yes.
So if Mr. Racer's blood that you tested was drawn on August 22nd of 2023 at approximately 11:51 or 11:50 p.m., and you performed your test on the blood at a later date, would the ethyl alcohol concentration, would you expect it to remain the same, go up, or go down given that amount of time?
I would expect it to be accurate to the time of collection.
And would your results, your test results, indicate the concentration level of Mr. Racer's blood at the time the blood was drawn?
Yes, at the time the blood was drawn, that is correct.
Okay. And given the fact that the crash occurred at approximately 9 p.m. on August 22nd of 2023, and Mr. Racer's blood was drawn 2 hours and 50 minutes later, do you have any reason to believe that Mr. Racer's blood alcohol concentration was less than a 0.08 at the time of the crash?
It would be very difficult to have that much extra alcohol on stomach to absorb. So no, I don't think that's a reasonable scenario.
May I have a moment, Your Honor?
Granted.
Could you briefly explain to the court the difference between a breath test and a blood test?
That's pretty basic. I think, yeah, blood test is typically tested on whole human blood or serum from blood, serum or plasma. The breath test is a test that comes from air that is expired from the lungs. The instrumentation is different on how they test it, but you can still determine the amount of blood alcohol or breath alcohol present in an individual at time of testing.
I don't have any other questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Cross?
No questions for this witness, Your Honor. No objection to releasing this witness.
Is witness released, Ms. Glisson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Good day. Your next witness.
Crystal Weatherington. This will be my last witness for today, Your Honor.
If you can leave your aisle. Stand here, face the clerk.
You raise your right hand, please. Madam Clerk, will you swear the witness?
You swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Please be seated. And direct your voice to the microphone you see there in front of you. Speak clearly and distinctly. It's important we can all hear and understand you, and the court reporter can also make a good record. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And if any of these lawyers object, stop speaking until you receive an instruction on how to proceed. Is that okay?
Understood.
Ms. Glisson, you may inquire.
Good afternoon. Can you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Crystal Weatherington, CrystalWeatherington.
What city do you currently live in?
Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
How long have you lived in Fort Walton Beach?
Since 2014.
Where are you employed?
HCA Twin Cities Hospital.
Where's that located?
Niceville, Florida.
How long have you been employed there?
Since March of this year.
What's your current position with that hospital?
Administrative assistant to the CEO and MSO.
How long have you held that position?
Since March.
What was your position on August 22nd of 2023?
Practice administrator at Magnolia Medical Clinic.
Do you know someone by the name of Demetrius Thomas?
I do.
How do you know Demetrius Thomas?
We originally were co-workers at Magnolia Medical Clinic.
Did Mr. Thomas work at the hospital with you?
He did not.
He did not. What was Mr. Thomas's position at the hospital?
He didn't work at the hospital, he worked at the medical clinic.
Medical clinic, that's a separate
Correct.
entity.
Correct.
Were you his supervisor?
I was.
How long had Mr. Thomas worked at that clinic prior to his death?
Over 10 years.
How long had you personally known Mr. Thomas?
Since 2016.
Do you know approximately how old Mr. Thomas was as of August of 2023?
I do not.
Did you work with Mr. Thomas on August 22nd of 2023?
I did.
And you saw him that day?
I did.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Granted.
Ms. Weatherington, I'm now approaching you with what's been marked as states 14. If you could please examine that photo. Do you recognize the person depicted in that photo?
I do.
Who do you recognize this person to be?
That's Demetrius Thomas.
And this is your coworker?
He was.
Your Honor, the state would offer into evidence as State's Exhibit 14.
Objections?
No objection from the defense, Your Honor.
It's
And Your-
admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. And permission to publish to the court, if I may approach to publish.
Granted. And you've had the opportunity to examine?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's admitted.
Thank you. What was Mr. Thomas's position there at the clinic?
A lab manager.
No other questions, Your Honor.
No questions from the defense, Your Honor. No objection to releasing this witness.
No objection to release, Your Honor.
Ms. Weatherington, thank you very much. You're released at this time. And you said that your last witness for the day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Any administrative details we need to take care of before we recess for the evening?
Your Honor, I think the state was just curious, for scheduling purposes, what time we should tell our first witness to be ready to testify tomorrow as they are coming from
I'm sorry?
They are traveling from North Carolina
And Pensacola.
and Pensacola.
What time do you have them planned to be here?
They can be here at any time, Your Honor.
All right. Well, why don't y'all approach? Let's do a little planning. Madam Clerk, I've instructed the council to approach and confirm that all the exhibits are present and all the evidence is present.
All exhibits are accounted for.
All right, we'll be in recess for the day. See you in the morning.